In this Borderlands 4 video, I bring you what in my opinion are truly the most broken, overpowered weapons in this game, legendary weapons at that. These consist of just weapons that are truly super powerful, others that are just powerful and I love them so I had to include them, and other ones which have interactions you can abuse on them which make them more or less on the brink of Super Saiyan status. How's it going guys, my name's DPJ and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Also guys, if there is a weapon featured in today's video that you do not have and you want, join my Discord link down below. Come and join my Borderlands 4 community Discord where we have open loot lobbies for some of the best weapons and items in the game. Meet people to trade with, play with, talk about builds, all that good stuff. Again, my Discord is linked down below. Okay, so the weapons featured today are in my opinion the best legendaries in the game in regards to some being utterly broken, others being super powerful and others just amazing to use and build around. Okay, so let's get into it guys, and first up we have the Midnight Defiance. So this is that Twitch drop exclusive sniper which was bugged for many folks in the way of not being able to claim it upon doing the requirements to actually get this thing as a Twitch drop. Now this roll I got right here. I can say I've given over 2,000 of these away with me and my team on my Discord, which again, as I said, if you want to join, be a part of them, open loot lobbies and all that good stuff, my Discord is linked in the video description. So the Midnight Defiance has on it crowdsourced. On hit, additional projectiles spawn from nearby enemies. This with that Jacob's license accessory does utterly wild things. Now using this on my Harlow build almost feels like I am cheating, and I ain't cheating at all. This is just the way the weapon works, and the more enemies you have on screen, the more enemies in front of you, the more this thing just absolutely shreds. So here's me killing 3 bosses in literally seconds, one of which is dying from just the projectiles spawned from other enemies and me not even firing at it. That's how crazy this sniper actually is. It's one of the best. So yeah, if you didn't get this at a Twitch drop, join my Discord to get your hands on it. Next up we have a weapon in which you can exploit its main perk to basically give you what's infinite damage. The weapon is the Golden God Shotgun. This is a drop from Soul and it has on it Rage. When overheating, the bullet forge does not break, but instead continually consumes ammo. Now when this is in that overheat state, it consumes more ammo per shot but also does more damage. At around at 25 in the overheat state, it's at its limit in regards to, or max in regards to, its damage output cap. Now you can actually stack its damage indefinitely using a simple trick, and here's how. So unequip 2 weapons, so you only have 2 equipped, one being a Golden God and any other random weapon, it doesn't matter. Then find yourself an ammo vending machine, probably by the test dummies is better so you can test its damage. Then guys, what you want to do is shoot until you are at that 25 or above in that overheat state. 25 is, as I said, where that max damage is being hit. So here, once you hit that 25 or above, start firing and then just switch your weapon and then switch back. Now do not do this fast, and I repeat, do not do this fast. So don't double tap that switch weapon button, do it normally, do it slowly. Switch to the other weapon, let it come out, then switch back. Simple as that. Then all you have to do is guys, repeat this step. Get to that 25 or above in that overheated state, then switch weapons again. Every time you do this, it's stacking that damage on this weapon. Now if you fire, you will notice that even though the weapon isn't in that overheated state, it's still using additional ammo. That's because the weapon thinks it's in that overheated state, and that's where the extra damage is coming from. But once you've done stacking all that damage that you want, do this again one last time. So fire it until it gets to that 25 or above in that overheated state, then just switch weapons quickly. So switch to the other weapon and switch back. So double tap that change weapons. In doing this, it should reset the ammo consumed upon shooting, or at least drop it down so it ain't using like between 5 and 8 per shot, but you will still keep that damage. Another great tip is when it comes to farming this thing from Soul, it can roll the Daedalus license mag on it, so it can switch to using either SMG pistol or AR ammo, which means you'll get way more ammo in reserves if you get one with this on it. And the glitch will work the exact same way no matter what firing mode you are in. So yeah, take advantage of this one while you can. Next up guys, we have the Oscar Mike. Now I won't lie, this weapon is so hit and miss for me, it's unreal. Now if it didn't look like it was calling down the Bifrost, I probably wouldn't add it to this list. So this is a weapon that drops from Genome, I believe that's pronounced, and on it has Space Laser, or it can drop with Space Laser. Cools down a Space Laser, dealing so and so damage. Now this for me sometimes just utterly wipes enemies out, other times it seemingly just tickles their balls where they look at me laughing with a guilty pleasure look on their face. It's a real weird one for me. Now I think it has some weird damage bug happening with it, but I can't put my finger on it and to get it to consistently work for me. Do you guys know what the secret is? If you do, let me know down below in the comments section. Yes, mine has that Jacob's license accessory on it too, but either or guys, sometimes it absolutely obliterates enemies, other times it really don't. Next up guys, we have the Katagawa's Revenge, which is a sniper rifle which drops from the driller hole. Now if you get this roll on it of having that Jacob's license accessory, it seemingly just obliterates everything in a nearby vicinity. So this Maliwan sniper can swap between incendiary and shock. The incendiary mode just basically fires like mini fireballs on enemy hit. They basically just drop down and explode on the floor. The shock mode basically spawns in those storm clouds that continually shock the target. This paired with what I have going on here with this Harlow build is utterly unbelievable and just wipes out enemies. Again, like the Midnight Defiance, it almost feels like I'm cheating with this thing. And then when there are multiple targets in the vicinity, the amount of these storm clouds that spawn in is a sight to be seen for sure. This is because of the Jacob's license accessory and it ricocheting to other enemies and just doing the same thing over and over. It is a badass weapon and it's one I definitely recommend you trying to get. Man oh man, I love this thing. Next up guys, we have my favourite assault rifle in the game and a weapon I'm certain would be in most people's top 10s, and that is the Wombo Combo. So this AR drops from the Ripper Birds, who are 3 bosses found within the Swords Clench Ripper Drill site. So this thing has on it Rip rockets. Rockets automatically fire from the underbarrel, and these just absolutely slay people. And the fact it can drop as a kinetic or in all of the other elements, for me radiation just absolutely terrorizes. It is just an amazing all-round AR. Now once I actually got the radiation version of this, I changed up my build a little to slightly support ARs even further, something I didn't think I'd do. But yes, the Wombo Combo and its Rip Rockets underbarrel is utterly brutal people. If you haven't got this thing, definitely go to the Ripper Roadbirds and farm these 3 bosses and get this thing. You will not be disappointed, you really won't. Next up guys, we have the Complex Root Sniper. Now this one needs to have a specific role on it for it to be a certain kind of beast. Now it won't be for everybody, I can guarantee you that. In fact, I know there will be people in the comment section hating on this thing. But if you do get that alt firing mode where this thing shoots those tracking grenades, along with that Jacob's license accessory, this thing can be incredible. Now it doesn't deal the most damage and it's probably the weakest weapon featured today, but it's still an amazing weapon. So this is a weapon that drops from Mimikron and easy to farm, but trying to get this exact roll might be the challenge here. So with this roll, this thing is a spectacle. So it has on it Pinsky, I believe that says, spawns additional diverging projectiles along its path. And when you shoot this, you can basically see them. But if you get that tracking grenades on it, if you shoot this first and then switch to its normal mode and shoot it, you can see all kinds of crazy divergent projectiles. They spawn like multiple versions of these for some weird reason. And for single target damage, this thing's actually quite beastie. That's why I featured it today. Next up guys, we have a weapon I called one of, if not the best shotguns in the game. And that was about a week ago on a video covering this, and that is the BOD. Funny enough, on that video I posted, I had many people hating on me, calling me crazy and being deluded and thinking this is one of the best. Funny enough now, I'm seeing other creators jumping on the bandwagon and calling this thing one of the best shotguns in the game after figuring out what this thing is capable of. And guess what? Those haters are nowhere to be seen. Absolutely hilarious. So the BOD is a weapon that drops from Axeman. It can come with all different burns on it, all the elements on it. For me, Rad is the go-to. It can drop with a variety of different rolls also. But it being a daedalus weapon, it has that secondary fire, can consume other ammo. which I got a mine on my radiation one pistol, but I believe sniper may even do more damage than pistol, but I think SMG and AR are weaker, but they will shoot quicker. But either or, it's still going to be a powerful weapon, and when it can shoot and use over ammo, it just means it's got way more ammo in reserves over those regular shotguns. So what this thing has on it is all-rounder. Counts as a shotgun, an assault rifle, a sniper, a pistol, and an SMG. So not only is it great when it comes to those multiple weapon challenges, because this will complete them all for you, it also means that everything you have in regards to weapon damage scaling, mag size, handling, etc, no matter what weapon that effect is for, it will work and stack for this weapon. Then there's its scaling, which seemingly is being scaled by 5 times when it comes to buffs due to those weapon types. This isn't info I've researched myself, but from what I've seen online and elsewhere, it seems to be the case, and I knew something was scaling wild on this one due to just how powerful this weapon seemed to be, even with its stat card suggesting it's not anything special. So yeah, get this guys, it is absolutely crazy, and one I recommend you at least trying out. Next up guys, we have an SMG, one I actually got real early with my first playthrough, and one that just carried me till the end of the game. And I think it was like a level 30 when I got it, and I was using it up until I was like a level 50 until I got another version of it, and that is the plasma coil. This thing on Halo is unreal. Easily the strongest non-damage glitch SMG I've used in the game so far. So the plasma coil is a weapon that drops from the timekeeper, and on it, it has a perk of superheated. Now with no description, it's hard to be precise on exactly what this does, but what I can say is the weapon shoots like slower travelling orb-like projectiles that pop, and it does this in bursts. And although I said it does drop from the timekeeper, I got mine as a random world drop from just a random badass. But yeah. Now although it isn't great at certain ranges because of how slow these projectiles travel, the weapon at close to mid range is utterly incredible. Also being a malware, meaning it can switch between 2 different elements, makes it even better. So yes, I thought I had to add this in because it is just a great weapon. Next up guys, we have the Burt's Bees. Now this is a decent weapon either way, but there's a particular role you can get on this thing which makes it by far the most powerful weapon on this list and even in this game, to a point of no build, no gear, no damage, no nothing is needed, just this weapon. So the Burt's Bees drops from Sludgemore, and while the role you want to look out for is one that has those Torgue stickies that explode on reload or weapon swap, and an alt firing mode of flame thrower. Once you get this role, nothing can stand in your way. The way it works is you simply shoot those Torgue stickies into an enemy, but before your mag empties, stop shooting, then switch to that alt firing mode of flamethrower, then switch back. This just insta kills everything in the game, including bosses with those immunity phases. So yeah, utterly broken. Craziest thing about this is guys, this doesn't have to be on the Burt's Bees. This role can land on many Vladov SMGs, and they all have the same result. It doesn't matter what level they are. I covered this role on a green SMG which was a level 24. I used it against Ultimate Vault Hunter 5 mode bosses, and it still one-tapped absolutely everything. Okay, so next up guys, we have the Songbird. So this is a weapon that is also currently bust because you can stack infinite amounts of damage on it, no matter the role you get. So this pistol drops from Rock'n'Roller, and once you get this weapon, you now have something that can carry you through the entire game with merely a few bullets. So once you have this Songbird, make sure it's equipped with any other weapon. So you have this weapon equipped, one other weapon and 2 empty weapon slots. Then with the Songbird in hand, empty its clip. Now mid reload, double tap that change weapon button. And again, it's important to do this mid reload animation. You don't want to be spamming that swap weapon button. You don't want to be doing this quickly. You want to wait for the animation of the bullets being put into the back of the chamber and then switch weapons and switch back really quickly. The way I do it is I look in the bottom right corner and I try and aim for like 0.5 seconds. Then I double tap my switch weapons button. Every time you do this guys, so you can do this over and over, switching weapons at the right time, it stacks weapon damage thanks to the Songbird's main perk. It is utterly crazy, and after doing this for about 5 minutes, it wipes out everything in the game with just a few shots, if that. Okay, so lastly guys, we have the Kickballer. This, by the way, is the 11th weapon and the Honorable Mention. Now, I'm including this because with the right roll, paired with that crit knife, this thing is utterly broken. Now, every kickballer with a crit knife is broken to a point of using them together means you destroy everything, including yourself 99% of the time. But if you land this weapon with the alt firing mode of energy disc with also the Jacob's license accessory, this thing paired with that crit knife, the damage is equal to what you'd normally get with a kickball and a crit knife, but odds are you won't kill yourself at the same time. It is a truly one-off roll, it is utterly broken no matter which way you look at it, and that's why I've added it into the list today. It is absolutely crazy, but again it does require the crit knife to work 99% of the time. Now this thing does drop from the boss of Sludgemore, the same boss that drops you the Burt's Bees, so a double whammy there guys when it comes to farming broken weapons. And there we have it guys for what in my opinion are the 10 best actual legendaries in regards to power output in the game. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps me out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys I will see you on that next one.